Hi, this one is for you if you, like me, tend to have huge surges of enthusiasm for new ideas and projects, and then you dive into them with all of yourself, and after a few days or a couple of weeks you find yourself with no enthusiasm at all, no motivation, and you don't even remember why you were doing that. If that is you, stay here. I saw this video a couple of days ago, I'll try and put it here, of this guy saying that when you have a new idea and you start a new project full of enthusiasm, the surge of dopamine and norepinephrine, the chemicals that you release when you have these new ideas, lasts for 48 to 72 hours, which means that you need to take action during that time frame so that when those chemicals fade away, you will still have a reason to keep going with your project. Now, that's a great idea, and I didn't know about that, and that's good to know. But there's more, because even though I tend to take action in the first 48 to 72 hours, what happens is I dive fully into the new project for a couple of weeks. It's always a couple of weeks. And then 14 days later, I wake up and I either don't even remember what I was doing and while I was doing it, or I'm so uninterested that I can't find one single reason to keep going. Because working at a project takes energy and takes time, and if you have no motivation, no reason for doing it, you won't do it. Now, dopamine can last for longer than 48 to 72 hours because dopamine is also about the anticipation of a reward. So you can keep going, but after 2 weeks, if you don't see tangible results, dopamine really tends to cool off. So that's why you can't find a reason why you should keep going. And then if you keep your focus and keep going for 2 weeks, your resting brain and network after 2 weeks starts tagging you back towards old patterns. Old patterns are really very good traps. They keep us coming back and back and back to the old habits. So we must be conscious about that, because that tag after 2 weeks tends to become strong enough to override the enthusiasm. And then many neurodivergent minds, like mine, tend to have this hyper-focus then drop rhythm. So they keep focusing on something, hyper-focusing on it for a short period of time, like maybe 2 weeks, and then poof, you drop off of it altogether. And you can't remember why you were doing that. But you know what? There's a symbolic meaning in this, because 2 weeks is a cycle. 2 weeks is half of the moon cycle. 2 weeks is the period between the new moon and the full moon, and the full moon to the new moon. So if this happens to you too, as it happens to me, don't get angry at yourself. We're just part of nature. We're following natural cycles. So a few hints if that happens to you, as it happens to me all the time. The first thing is, if you know that after 2 weeks you will drop the project altogether, do something on day 10. Anchor it to something physical. Anchor it to something that you can't stop doing. Start sharing it. Start speaking about it so people will keep you accountable. Or knowing that you have this 14-day cycle, use that to your advantage. Plan the project around this 14-day schedule. Plan it in such a way that after 14 days, one step has been done and you can start a new one with a new surge of enthusiasm, because it's like starting a new project. So yeah, life is full of these traps, but the more we become aware of them, the more we can work around them or use them to our own advantage. Let me know if you experience anything like this, because I don't want to be the only one here. And have a great day anyway. It's rained a lot here last night. Everything is flooded, but we're still going.